team pick.
Hey guys, how's it going? Back again. Sorry, I'm turning off the webcam this time. It's a little too warm in the apartment right now to wear so much
Radiant
sexual
team
man
pick.
coddle hair. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do this one without the webcam. Apologies ahead of time, but I got to get the practice in. Got to get the training going. It's
Radiant
amateur
team
casting
back.
night with me here at KotlGuy, twitch.tv/KotlGuy. And follow also at twitter.com/KotlGuy.
Dire
All
team
right, so
back.
the draft has already been underway. First ban was done by Elder Titan. Not done by Elder Titan. The first ban was Elder Titan, very common first ban. And Lich, the new popular ban in this new 6.79 patch, as I said before.
10
Pugna
seconds
also being
remaining.
banned early this time. A lot of new faces in this patch. I'm
5
very
seconds
intrigued.
remaining.
I'm very new to the patch. Obviously, a lot of people are very new to the patch. This is
Reserve
my first
time.
night experiencing the patch. I'm very eager. I love seeing the new faces to the game. I love seeing this new
Radiant
meta
team ban.
be built, if you will. And the Clockwork Nyx Assassin already picked up here by the Radiant side. Oh my god, is that Radiant side? Or is that Dire side?
Dire
Anyways,
team ban.
Mirana and the Rubik being very popular as well. Always popular, always a great pick. Man, that last game, huh? Babalola, how you doing this evening? Thank you for tuning in. Oh my goodness!
Dire team pick.
Venomancer.
You know what I need?
Radiant
I need
team
a
pick.
co-caster. I need someone who knows this game really well. I'm more of that charismatic kind of
Dire
person,
team pick.
but I need someone just with the
Radiant
know-to,
team
know-how.
pick.
Venomancer picked up. Venomancer being a very popular new pick as well. The Poison Sting was buffed. Poison Sting, a piece of Poison Sting has been added to the Plague Wars, which is huge. Now you get that long range slow, that long range DPS over time. So I would assume with the Venomancers now, if they're not going diehard carry, you're going to see the early ward pickup, a lot earlier harassment, very
10 seconds remaining.
just a bugger, if you will. And then of course the
5
Luna picked up
seconds
the
remaining.
hard carry. Looks like it's going to be for the team, and the Life Stealer picked up by the other team as well.
Reserve time.
The Dota's going great. The Dota's going very nice this evening. I'm just kind of getting back at it. I'm dusting off the ring rust, if you will. Getting back in it. It's been a little bit. I've been away. Got married. Went on my honeymoon. I was out of the game for a couple weeks, but I'm back now. Very eager to sink my teeth into that delicious Dota sandwich. All right. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the off-lane Clockwork.
Earthshaker here.
Dire team ban.
Clockwork offlane, I wouldn't be assumed. Nyx Assassin probably spoiling up a tri-lane action.
Radiant's
Venomancer I've seen
team
go
ban.
solo mid a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna expect to see Venomancer play the solo role. Luna being a part of that tri-lane. They're gonna probably look for another tri-lane or maybe jungler. Who knows? Probably a big team player. Maybe someone with big
10
AOE.
seconds remaining.
Could be anyone. You know, I'm not veteran enough to really
5
make
seconds
predictions.
remaining.
I could throw something out there, and it'll be way off the mark. I mean, a Magnus would be pretty nice. I mean, no,
Reserve
Magnus
time.
more of a mid-team player. Yeah, we're just got to let see happens right here. Earthshaker picked up. And the ban on
Storm
Puck.
Spirit is
So,
alive.
all right. Oh, my
Radiant
goodness.
team pick.
Wow. Well, okay. All right. So, Nyx, Venom, Luna, tri-lane. Offensive tri-lane, I would assume. The poison, the stun, the Luna nuke. Venomancer's probably going to get some early plagues. They're probably going to take try to take early control of their lane. Storm Spirit kind of in the middle. Shadow Fiend going to be going in the middle to contest the Storm Spirit. Nice pickup. Shadow Fiend, really great early game. He's going to try to shut down that Storm Spirit early. Storm Spirit very good once he reaches level 6. Like to see Enigma now since the Ags. Well, the tricky thing with Ags on Enigma, you got to think, is it worth it? Is it worth going for the Ags right away past a Blink Dagger, past a Black King bar? I still think a Blink Dagger and a Black King bar are just too essential. Now, given if you're getting great farm, if you're getting great kills, you got to remember that he is getting more gold per minute. if he manages to get kills on guys with long, kill streaks,
10 seconds
he could get that
remaining.
early goal and work his way towards Scepter. But I really don't think it's
5
something you're going to
seconds
see
remaining.
in a lot of competitive play. I think it's something you're going to see more in the public scene. So, with that said, the game is underway. You're going to have to apologize here. I'm a very amateur cast knife, Will. I'm going to have to do all this
Prepare
amateur
for
stuff here.
battle.
We're putting that there, cancel that down, put that thing up, oh bod, bada bing. And with that said, let's get the introductions underway. On the Radiant side, you will have Shadow Fiend, played by Garter. He's going to take his business to the middle lane. Rubik is picked up by Stompa. He's going to head to the bomb lane. A little tri-lane action with VVV playing the Life Stealer. Bloody Nine, former HOM player Earthshaker, making his way middle. Probably going to flip back down to the bomb lane, though, for that tri-lane, that aggressive tri-lane action. And, of course, we're going to say up one. One. Mirana in the off lane with that leap. She'll have no problem. Just going to sit in the off lane, sitting pretty. And like I said before, that tri-lane. For the Dire side, Dota 2 Sky playing Luna in the top lane. Her buddies are going to be HWA by the Nyx Assassin and Dickinson Dota 2 on the
30
Venomancer,
seconds to battle.
completing the tri-lane top. In the middle, Monkeys Forever playing the Storm Spirit. And on bottom, the off-lane Clockwork by Mango Banana. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the cog action over here to really deny the bottom tri-lane some creep. So, pretty common. Maybe even some rockets. I love when I see an excellent played Clockwork using the rockets to deny the pull. As long as you time it out correctly, you can put the rocket across the pool right here and deny it from spawning. Not even need to... Oh my goodness, again! Again, the second game straight, the Rubik doing the telekinesis, throwing Mango Banana on the cliff. This is huge. This is huge. You don't understand. In the new patch, not till 3 minutes can you get the courier flying. You can't just fly yourself a TP scroll right away. He's stuck here. The bottom lane in that tri-lane, this Life Stealer, very thankful, going to get some delicious early farm. And unfortunately, the Clockwork. Now, if they play this right, what they're going to do is they're going to leave him stranded there till 3 minutes and then kill him before then. But he's going to try, but he doesn't know this. Last time we watched this happen, this courier is not able to reach him with the TP scroll. So I don't think, maybe if he gets close right here, he's going to get it. He is going to get it. They're just going to let it happen. Unbelievable. Wow. Now, I don't agree with this. Now, you may think that pulling the creeps is what you need to do to pull the lane, but it's not necessary when Clockwork's not in lane. I feel the Rubik should have hung out over here and just not let the courier get close and allow the TP to be handed off like that. It is more important to just keep the Clockwork out of the lane. You're denying everything, but now here we go. The Clockwork's going to sit in the lane. He's going to put up the cogs, and it doesn't matter if you pulled the creeps. Here we go. Clog, deny, and well, when you choke like that and you only get one creep, it's not going to help too much. It's a little something, but nothing too great. So I feel like they could have played that a little better. It does hinder the Clockwork's farm a little bit, but I mean, I feel like they could have executed that a little better. Taking advantage of something like that, maybe he got, I don't know, really psyched about it. But we'll see. I'm a big Rubik player, and I feel like I would have hung in the area. I would have harassed him a bit more. If you have to pull, if the middle lane has to come down and help him, that helps out middle lane too. I felt like it would have been a lot better if he hung out in that area. Now here we go. The tri-lane top HWA is going to make the pulls happen. He's going to try to deny Mirana as much experience as possible. And you know what? It looks like they're not going to go with the tri-lane. It looks like Bloody Nine's going to join Mirana top, and they're going to go with the 2-1-2 build-up for the Radiant side. Very interesting. I like that. I like it a lot. Dota 2 Sky doing the best that she can to get what but Monkeys Forever, he's hanging in there. He's so far leading the CS 13-2, and it looks like he's got his bottle. Here we go. A smoke has been let off. Dickerson Dota 2 and HWA, they got some pranks up their sleeves with the smoke out. They're gonna go ahead and try to take advantage here, but little they know, Teal's already in the. This is going to get quite interesting. Rubik's here. He's in Viz as well. There goes the telekinesis. They're going to throw it down. But little they know that right behind them, HWA and Dickerson's already there. They're going to take down the Storm Spirit, but Rubik might fall for it. Nope. They're going to try to get a 2-for-1. They finish off the Shadow Fiend, and they finish off the Rubik.
Have I tainted the
Very well done. Excellent timing. Unintentional, but worked out greatly in the favor of the Dire. Both teams, right at the 3-minute mark, knowing that the middle lane was going to go for the bottle, they went ahead and they pushed their initiative. Am my words good? I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. They took their business to the middle lane. They wanted to get the gank off. The other team was thinking the same thing, but 2 is always greater than 1, and the Dire just kind of won right there. Anyways, Shadow Fiend not going to stand for that anymore. He throws ahead and throws a sentry in the middle lane. He doesn't want to get any more of these ganks going. Dickerson Dota 2 already making his way towards the middle lane. They really don't want to let the Shadow Fiend get too much farm. They really want the Storm Spirit to get level 6 early. They need him to get that ultimate to really get around, get the gank started, and get the ball rolling for his team right now. He has been getting the farm though, so he's not doing too terrible. Thanks to that gank, he's probably sitting pretty a little better.
Illusion.
In the top lane, up 1 and Bloody 9, they get the side pull going, salvaging whatever farm they can, and we do have a pause by the Legion team. So, pretty interesting stuff we're seeing right now. Bloody 9 does manage to pick up the Illusion Room. He is helping out his Shadow Fiend by guarding the runes, picking them up for him, scouting them out. He does have his bottle, but I guess he didn't want to, you know, move towards the top lane and get the rune himself. Alright. Let's just go ahead and take a look around. Rubik sitting down here. He's 4-0 as far as creep score. He's got the basic essentials for the support, doing the pulls, trying to go pull across. I don't know if this was blocked. It doesn't look like it was. I'm not really seeing very many wards laid out by them. And Mango Banana, from being on the cliff, is back in the lane, doing alright. He's managed to pick up his boots, 6 and 1, not too terrible, not too great. He's trying his best to rocket out these creep stacks. Doesn't look like he's been hitting them too well. Still getting denied a lot of experience from these pulls. And Triple V, if you will, Lifesteal, he's getting some fairly farm. He's sitting on 1,300 gold. Might be going for a quick Midas. Not too sure. Ron seemed to have disconnected from the game, so we're going to take a moment here to wait for her to get back in it. But basically, to over-elaborate and talk way too much about what happened at the beginning, if I was Rubik in this situation, and I just managed to pull off something like that, getting that clockwork up on that cliff right there, the thing is, I want to be the boogeyman. I want to hang out in that area. I want to make sure he doesn't get any sort of easy access out. I mean, given you are still denying him a lot, you are forcing him to buy the TP scroll. You're forcing him out of at least 1 to 2 creep waves of experience and gold, which is great, but you don't, you know, you want to still pose a threat. You don't want the courier to easily get in there like that and grab a TP. It's good to know that if you get stuck in a situation like that, you can find a little corner over here where the courier can't have a TP. Last game, Couch on the Juggernaut was thrown the cliff, and the courier was sitting here around below on the bottom, and it wasn't close enough to hand off a TP, so it was very unfortunate. He had to wait till 3 minutes when the Dire team managed to finish him off before he can get back in the game. Apologies here for the long pause. I'm trying my best to make use of dead air. All by myself. Getting a new microphone tomorrow, which is pretty nice. Trying to get that sexual voice going. Today's game is brought to you by Johnny Walker Black. Johnny Walker Black. Delicious blended Scotch whiskey. Based on the picks, let's look over the picks here for each team. I'm going to try to make a accurate prediction to the best of my amateur knowledge on who I think will take this game. Well, based on... I'm going to think hard about this. I'm going to think real hard. I really like the Radiant team. I like the Mirana Invis, the Earthshaker ult, a little bit of telekinesis, which is, you know, Rubik in general can take a lot from this Radiant team. You've got the Luna ultimate, the Storm Spirit ultimate, the Venom ultimate, the Nyx ultimate, as long as maybe you have proper vision. Clockwork ultimate. Rubik is an excellent pickup for this game, and he can get anything, and it can really give a huge advantage for his team. Shalfin, of course, always great. Nice AoE presence, strong DPS, as well as a life stealer. With that magic immunity, Venomancer isn't going to pose too much of a threat against him. And let me check if I got this correct here. Is this magical damage? Yeah, so even the Luna, until she manages to get farmed enough to do serious DPS, just the Lucent Beams and Ultimate alone aren't going to be enough for a lifesteal also. So I'm going to have to give a strong advantage towards the Radiant team. I don't know. I feel like unless the Dire team gets some serious pickoffs, I don't know how they're going to do. Alright, finally, the game is underway. I don't know how much longer I can bullshit. And Venomancer's going to take that illusion room and take his business back top. He's going to go ahead and sweep in through this path right here and try to get an early pickoff. Are they going to converge in? No, Venomancer's going to wait it out and see if they can scout out where they are. He's about to see right here, though. He's going to push it forward. And there we go. One hit, the poison hit on the Earthshaker. He's all alone, though. There goes the stun. And Moran's going to try to lay out some final DPS. Will the poison be enough? There goes the Lucent Beam. Are they going to be greedy? They're going to push for this? Nope, it will not be enough. That poison's just too low level. It's not going to do enough. Except set him back a little bit, but he's got a salve to get him back in the mix. And Rubik has joined them top, so nice back to try-on-try action. Storm Spirit, pretty close to 6. About 1 or 2 more creeps away, and he'll be ready to go. Sitting on 700 gold. Bottle crowing right now. Oh, very close. The nuke leaves him down to about 10 life, but not enough. One more auto attack would have done it, but it wasn't there. Guard is going to try some sneaky stuff here. He's going to try to sneak around the backside. No, he's going to go up through the jungle, but he's going to be spotted out by that Venom Ward, and it's not going to be enough. Venom Ward with that poison sting, like I said before, Venomancer now a factor in this new 6.79 patch. A lot of them picking up the Plague Ward early, and also living up the poison sting being used by the Plague Ward now. So it's a very nice tool to have. On the bomb lane, Triple V leading the way with 34 to 15 CS, getting a lot of farm. Mango doing what he can, sitting on 10 and 1. So, yes, I was right before. He got his hand to Midas. Already has used it once. Going to try to go ahead and do his best to get some early farm. He knows that he's got this lane under control, so he's going to go with a 1v1, and he passed off the tri-lane top. Here we go. Got action on Rubik here. Lead in. There goes the call. He's going to go for an early TP, but it's not enough. There goes the pull, and he will not make it out. Unfortunately, he does fall. The invisible rune ticked off by Storm Spirit, and he's going to head his way top. They're going to try to kill him around. It's 3-1 the score with that Dire team. If the Dire team, like I said before, if they manage to get these pickoffs and really get this game snowballing, they'll take it. But the Radiant's going to have to stick through it if they want to get this game going. Alright, here we go. There goes the pull by Monkeys Forever. Gets the pull off 1-2, but his team is not quite there. Goes the stun. It does land on Blade 9. He's going to go ahead and fall. And the nuke by Luna to get the last hit. Very nice. Appropriate farm given. Luna's going to take that. She's got her power treads. She's got her ring. And they're doing really good getting these pulls.
No.
Keeping the Radiant back. So nice. Another pickoff. Not a lot of vision here. Radiant not got a lot of vision here in this top river, it looks like. So they don't really know what's coming their way, unfortunately. Let's take a look here. Let me see. If you look, you can see they don't know what's going on. Here they have no rune wards whatsoever. But here we go. They're going to make a move here on Monkey Banana. There goes. The telekinesis is lifted up. He's thrown back. But it's not really good. The ultimate, will it be enough? Nope, he jumps into Creeper now, baiting him back a bit. Well, they chase him out. There goes the South to heal up a little bit, but the hit cancels it. They're not going to be able to push for this, and it is not enough. The nuke is not enough to take him down, but he's taking some serious damage. One more, he does fall over Greedy, and the Venomancer TP's in. He's going to go ahead and get some last hits. He lays out the Venomous Gale. The Lifestealer doing what he can to get out of there, but it won't be good, and he falls as well. Wow. You know,
Your downfall.
unfortunately for Lifestealer, the Rubik did not play that quite correctly. Throwing the Clockwork up and out of the cogs, Lifestealer was unable to get to him to get those hits in, and was forced to travel around towards the tower to get to him. It just wasn't good. He needed to save that telekinesis till after and then throw him back, but that was just sloppy play by the Radiant team. And now we have a 6-1 game in favor of the Dire. 56-12 belongs to the Shadow Fiend, who now leads the way as far as CS. He's got his Ogre Club. Look like he's going to go for an early BKB. Smart choice with all that magic damage on the other team, but here we go. Venomancer's here. They're going to lay off some stun. The Rubik is going to try his best to defend. There we go. Nice telekinesis throwback. Is going to try to let the Shadow Fiend get the hit. There goes the Shadow Rays and finishes off the Venomancer. A little bit of life for the Radiant team as they take out 2. The next assassin falls as well. Oh, missing here. A little bit of action. Top Monkey Banana. Turn it on Bloody 9. He's trying to get that stun off, but unable to do so. Thanks to that battery assault stopping him from getting any sort of stun off and really shutting him down. So, 2-1 trade. 7-3 is your score and lead for the Dire.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Triple V, ever since losing his life bottom, is kind of meandering around, but there we go. Dickens and Dota. Wrong place at the wrong time. Falls. Same with Monkey's Banana. Telvy's in the air, holding him back. Storm Spirit trying to help his friend out, weaving back and forth. Marana does fall at the same time. The Rays not there to be found. Monkey's Banana going to try to bottle up real quick and save this. He could dive in, but Rubik's trying to keep him back, and they managed to take the tower. So nice little bit of a chunk of farm there for the Radiant team to get back in this. Not a heavy fare for either team. Only about 1,000 gold advantage for the Radiant, and 1,000 XP advantage for the Radiant as well. Not enough to really call it GG yet for either team. 10 minutes, 22 seconds into the game. 8-5 score. Leading your CS is Shadow Fiend, 66-12. Holding on 2K. He's looking to push forward, really push Monkeys forever. The Storm Spirit out of this lane. Monkeys Forever on 42-2. Looks like he moving the Magi, huh? Orchid maybe? Looking potentially like he might like to get an Orchid. He's going to have to shove himself back to base right there. Third up is Luna, sitting on 51-14. She's got some decent farm. Looks like she's also going to be going for a BKB as well at some point. And then, of course, Monkeys Forever, 1 up, 31-10. Power Treads. Trying to think. Diffusal Blade, potentially. Could get rid of the poison. That would be pretty nice. So we'll see what she likes to pick up right there, right behind her. Man, 23. He's in trouble right now. He's got the cog. Sorry for the late attendance there, but Storm Spirit does manage to take down Shadow Fiend as well. Shadow Fiend does finish off the Clockwork, and there we go. Monkeys Forever with a double kill. And they also managed to pick off the Lifestealer as well. My goodness, 3-1 exchange, looking very nice. 6-11. And they're going to go ahead and use this momentum to push the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not much to contest this right now. Bloody Nine's going to sit middle. He's going to just try to get what farm he can. He's not really sitting on much. Boots and a wand. He's pretty broke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And one up Marana. She might try to get pushed up. So not much contest here in the bottom lane. They might try to use these wards, get this push going. But we do have one TP here. Garter, Shadow Fiend, teaming in, and another follow TP. There goes the ultimate. Very nice bring in right there. Gets the one hit. The raise is not quite enough. He's sitting back there. He's going to make it out. Does manage to TP out of there. Very nicely done. Under the cover of the ult by Marana. There goes the arrow. Not going to hit the mark. Earthshaker does seem to fall as well. Did fall middle. Unfortunately, I missed that while they're making the push happen bottom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mango Banana on the Clockwork is going to pick up, bottle up that illusion rune.
Do it with flair.
And there we go. Shadow Fiend manages to pick up his BKB. Very nice. And here we go. Here goes the arrow. Will not hit the mark. Lands on the creep instead. But Gar's going to push forward anyways. A couple of auto attacks to send Mango Banana back in the lane. And a little bit of action here as we look like the Radiant team is going to try to make a push for a bottom. And there we go. The stun, the mana leak, and just to finish it off, Monkey's Forever on the Storm Spirit ults himself in there to get the last hit. A little overextended. And the ult onto Lifestealer, but the team wasn't quite there, wasn't quite ready for that. And they will not manage to pick off the Lifestealer. Bloody 9 nearby, though, to help his friend. And the Dire team looking to sweep through this jungle. Sorry, I seem to still have the fog on just the Radiant team, so we're going to switch that back right there. But simply making a point before that, this Radiant team really needs to step up their map awareness. Not a lot of wards, but here we go. They finally do manage to get a ward up here. They do have a little bit of rune vision. Dire team with the smoke, they're going to try to scout something out, but they're not going to find anything. The Radiant team is already top, and my apologies there. They do manage to pick off Luna on the top lane. The Dire were looking for the Radiant in their own jungle on the middle lane, but they already were up to their own trickery in top, so my apologies on missing that, and they're going to go ahead and they're going to push this top. And it looks like we might have an exchange, a tier 1 for a tier 2, but HWA and the next assassin is going to try to... Oh, well, look at that. They might push back, maybe leave Veno here to try to get the tier 1. They're going to go ahead and they're going to make the push right here. And Nyx tries to go for the last hit, but isn't able to time it up properly. The tower was taken, though, by the creeps, so... Nice attempt at the deny, but it was fine enough, and they're going to exchange it for a tier 1 here. Looks like Storm Spirit's going to next. They're going to finish it off with a little bit of bodyguarding by Mango Banana. Here we go. Radiant, though, they're coming in from behind. They're going to flank. They're going to see the courier, but the courier's going to get out there rather quick. There goes the Cogs. They're going to try to thwart them out right there. Storm Spirit moving ahead, though. Gets the pull. There goes the BKB, but it's not enough. It does get hit, and he does fall. Mango Banana not doing too good. The leap in by Bottom. No, one more auto tick. He does not get it right there. She falls. Not quite enough damage to finish the clockwork. He's going to TP out of there and being safe. But can't say the same for Rubik. He's running back. If he's smart right here, maybe he could turn and telekinesis, but it's got 2 more seconds. It's not going to be there. And the ward is going to finish him off. Last auto attack by Monkeys, and he is getting some very nice farm. He managed to get his level 6 very quickly. He managed to hop around, and they got the pickoffs they needed. 17-7 for the Dire team. He's probably really close to his Orchid by now, which is only going to make things worse for the Radiant side. And Luna's up here. She's getting the farm. She needs to get that BKB quickly. It might be sitting on one of these creeps. There's the hammer. So all she's looking for is the recipe. Very close to his Orchid. His Storm Spirit. And Mango Banana going to take his business back to bottom. Try to salvage what farm he can. Radiant not doing too good. They really need to get some chemistry going to get themselves back in this game. The pickoffs by the Dire team are really making it difficult, though. One BKB is not going to be enough. So, picks up the Morbid Mask. Will we see a Mask of Madness? Probably not. Probably Helm of the Dominator. But we'll see. We'll see indeed. Mango Banana triggers off his Invis rune. He's going to scout out the jungle right here and make his way towards middle. He probably will spot out this Lifestealer. Going to cross his path right here. He has no vision. Crosses around. And the Earthshaker, who's much more easy pickings. There we go. Pops up the Cogs. Pops up the Battery Assault. Bloody 9. Wow. Just unable to get anything happening. That Battery Assault's too good. Lifestealer's not going to be able to stop him, so he's just got that easy assassination, and he's out of there. Easy pickings. Just not the right place to be, unfortunately. Not quite close to the Lifestealer for the assistance, and unfortunately got picked off, well scouted out by Monkey. Using the Invis rune to get a kill. Another pickoff. Team pickoff by Dire. There we go. As we hear the ultimate right here, they go on the Lifestealer. Lifestealer in a bit of trouble. There goes the pull by Storm Spirit. Takes himself out of the Cogs, but thanks to Marana, does have the ultimate on no TP. So he's going to try his best to run out of there. Bloody 9 to step in with the stun to help out his buddy. There goes Shadow Fiend. Lays out the ult and the BKB. Not quite enough damage, though. There goes one raise. Here comes the audio attacks. Audio attacks. Nice. Auto attacks on Monkey. He does fall. Not quite enough to get out of there. A little too late with the Cogs. Tried to make something happen to the Lifestealer, but the Lifestealer, thanks to his good buddy Marana, able to help him out there.
Radiant's top
Nyx
tower
Assassin,
is under
unable to catch
attack.
anyone with his vendetta, is going to step out, take his business elsewhere. Radiant, nice job helping their friend right there. If Lifesteal was to fall right there, it very well could have been dire straits for the Radiant team. They really need to tough this one out. They need to take it to late game. Slight
Radiant's
edge, I
top
feel, for the
tower
Radiant
is
team
under
in late
attack.
game, having both Shadow Fiend and a Lifesteal. Nice dual core. Luna,
Radiant
more of a
structures
single
are
strong
fortified.
core for the Radiant team. Storm Spirit's pretty nice as well, very versatile hero, but I mean, you're talking DPS. I have to put a slight advantage for Radiant as long as I get the tools. Man, these wards are putting out the damage on this Rubik. They really like to send back those supports. And there we go. We got the
Radiant's
helm of the
middle
Dominator
tower
on the
is
Shadow
under
Fiend.
attack.
No idea what the hell that guy said. Monkeys forever. Looks like he grabbed his orchid. He's got to get to
Radiant's
himself. He's
middle
sitting with a
tower is
bottle.
under attack.
A bottled haste could help, but here we go. Shadow Fiend gonna try to step in. He's not gonna make much of this. He's gonna try to scare him where here and take some farm back in this mid lane. If he gets this orchid though, might be able to turn around and make something happen. So Gar still sitting at the top of the CS food chain, 129 to 16. This guy's BKB and his helm of the Dominator power treads. Right behind him though, 112 to 14. Luna, the farming up's got her BKB. Very nice. Look for her to start building some DPS items. Doing what you can, being the single strong core for her dire team. Triple V, 92 to 16, Life Stealer. It's got the armlet. It's got the Midas. Midas always helps, and the phase boots, so a little bit of nice damage there. And
Radiant's bottom tower is
Belt
under
of
attack.
Strength. Don't know. Could turn it into a Sage for Sage and Yasha. Maybe a Necro Book. Necro Book being very, very popular now. Storm Spirit, 71 to 2. Got his Orchid now. But he did get killed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have missed that. My apologies for that.
Dyer's
Trying to go
middle
through each
tower
person
is
here.
under attack.
One up. This is where I need a co-caster to go ahead and scour the area and tell me when something's happening.
Radiant's
Anyways,
bottom tower
one up,
is
got
under
the power
attack.
treads. Not much else going and sitting on only
Dyer's middle
1,400
tower
gold.
is
She
under
really needs to
attack.
step up her game, I would personally feel, if she wants to be a big factor in this. But she does have Shadow Fiend and Nyx Assassin, so she's kind of been there as a nice bodyguard with her ultimate. Garter does get caught off a bit here, but does have the Invis route to get himself out of a bit of a pickle right there. And in case things got really hairy, he also still has the Mirana ultimate, so they have the free will to kind of move about. You're not seeing any gems or Necrobook 3s yet, so that's pretty nice. Taku, how's it going? Welcome. And here we go. We got a bit of a gathering. Haven't seen much 5-on-5 action yet, but it looks like we might see a push happen here. Maybe. Got 3 sitting in the middle lane, and you got the Dire team getting ready to do any sort of counter initiate. Dickinson Dote on the Venomancers managed to pick up his mechanism and does have a smoke in his pocket in case they want to make some more pickoff happen. Nyx Assassin managed to get his mana boots. Looked like he's going to be the one to go for the Necro Book to add a little bit of extra pushing power as well as that. Oh, Clockwork trying to go for the ultimate. Does miss, not quite far enough for an ultimate to get the snag. And Bloody Nine, Bloody Nine, trying to get what farm he can, sitting very, very low on a 6-2 CS. Even for a support, that's pretty low. Probably trying to make the best of it, get the wards up, but he's really going to have to get something going if he wants to be a factor for his own team. So, it looks like Stompa, the Rubik's really going to try to help him out a little bit here, but he's going to need to do what he can to get that Blink Dagger to really be a presence. And as you can see, nice convergence happening here on the top lane by the Dire. They might try to get a push. This tier 1 needs to go. It's been asking to go. It's been sitting here. It only has 149 life. I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and assume that the Radiant's going to let this one fall here, only increasing the delicious gold bounty of the Dire team, which, oh, would you look at that?
Dyer's
Only
bottom
1,000
tower is
gold
under
lead.
attack.
But that could very well be
Radiant's
because of the
top
lack
tower is under-
of, you know,
Radiant's
excess
top
pushing by the
tower
Dire
has
team.
fallen. Dyer's structures
So,
are
pretty
fortified.
even game if you look at the graphs. Oh, but here we go. Limited advantage. Lifesteal pops his
Dyer's bottom tower has
Pops his
been
personal
denied.
BKB. He does manage to pick up his Basher and gets out of there. Unable to stop him.
Dyer's middle tower
So very
is under
nice, very
attack.
even game. Moran tries to get something going with her ultimate, but unable to do so. It looks like she might be going for her Yasha. Straight into a Manta. Very nice pickup. A little excess pushing power. So that, along with the Necro Book, they might try to push their way through this game in the near future. Luna taking it to the streets. If by streets I mean the jungle. Trying to get some farming, trying to get some DPS. She's sitting on a nice 3,200 gold. Second in the lead to CS only to the Shadow Fiend, played by Garter. He's got his Eagle Song. Very nice. And the BKB. Probably going to seem to round out a Butterfly. Maybe into a Satanic in the future. So we're still looking for some 5-on-5. Not too much 5-on-5 team action, but there we go. Shadow Fiend pops his BK, or not his BKB, pops his haste. And gets out of there. Not too much action there, but the Dire team is going to sweep their jungle to see if they can find anyone. They're not going to be able to find anyone. But Garter pushing back in. He's got that haste. He might try to scout things out a bit. Will they find anyone? Luna's the top lane. They do find her. A little bit of auto attack action. She's caught kind of low. Lingering auto attacks. The haste has only got a little time. She's not going to go for the raise at all. There goes the BKB by both of them. One more auto attack does take her down. Clockwork going to try to hold him there. There goes the late ultimate. One more auto attack, one more raise. Garter with that haste sweeping through the Radiant team. There goes the arrow. Finally get some team fight action, but they do manage to get out of there, and they get back. 3 fall, none on the Radiant team. They're going to use this momentum, and they're going to try to get something happening in the top lane, but their creep wave's pretty far back, so they have some time to get something going, to get a little defense. Not much buyback available, I'm sure, by the other team. Nope! Look at all those no's. I should know those hotkeys. I'll learn them. Wow. So, excellent pickoff. What I once said before was the Radiant didn't quite have the map awareness to see what was happening, and now would you look at that. One observer ward there and one here. Nice offensive observer wards. Managed to sweep through their jungle, caught a Luna by herself. They saw that no one was coming to back her up, and he simply ran in and auto-attacked her down. And that was more than enough, and managed to take a Clockwork who was very late to the party. Should have got there sooner with his ultimate, but it just was too little too late. And he managed to get a 2-for-1, and 3 ended up falling. So very nice turnaround. The Radiant team has taken this back. 4,500 gold lead and 4,000 EXP lead for the Radiant team. Very nice. I won't be surprised if there's a near Roche in the future for the Radiant team to really keep this momentum going. They're going to need to get some wards, though, to see if they try to make something happen. The Dire kind of spread out right now, trying to get what farm they can to get themselves back in this game. But, like I said before, the longer this goes, I really feel the Radiant are going to get it. And without any more of those pickoffs by the Dire team, I feel like they just don't have the tools to really make this game work. It's not going to happen. Luna alone is not enough, as you saw before. Just some simple auto attacks by a Shadow Fiend really brought her down. They really can't isolate. There goes Earthshaker. He's pitiful farm. He's going to get picked off here. But the swing and the miss. Very nice ultimate, but not enough. Still managed to not make it happen. He's going to lay out his Necro Book before he heads out there to get a little extra pushing power. Poor bloody 9 on the Earthshaker. Just really can't get anything going. He managed to get his mana boots, but it's really too little too late. Man, oh man.
Incoming!
Push stick picked up by Mango Banana. Quite an interesting pickup. I guess he's looking for that Clockwork build, you know, catch them in your clocks and get the hell out of there. Trying to isolate certain members from the Radiant team from the battle. Not a bad idea, especially with a team with a lot of cores like they do have. Looks like Monkeys Forever is going to try to push for a BKB next. Not a bad idea if he manages to get in there and really pick apart some of them support players on the Radiant team before they have the chance to really defend their cores. It could help out a lot. Alright, and as you can see, Triple V, Lifestealer managed to pick up his Abyssal Blade. Nice set of damage, picks up a couple of TPs in case things get a little too hasty here. Might go for a push here on the tier 2. Bring the presence of the Radiant there. Maybe then we'll try to swoop around and maybe get a bit of a Roshan, but I don't know. The Venom Matters by Dixon Dota 2 managed to got his mechanism much earlier in the game and mana boost, but really hasn't pulled together much since then. Been really playing the role of a true support, getting the wards down, trying to see where these guys are coming in. Cannot allow the easy pickoffs. That's their job. Their job is to get these pickoffs, not the Radiant team. So they're gonna do what they can to get the vision. There goes the arrow, will not land. Mango thought about the ultimate, thought about hookshotting himself in there, but unfortunately didn't. And here we go, Marana bomb, if you will. And Garter sneaking himself in the Roshan pit. Oh, but they do see it. Storm Spirit does have vision. I would think he might have vision. He's going to wait it out. Very smart play here. He's going to wait it out. He's going to try to get in there and maybe snag this Aegis.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They do see it happen. The Dire is on it. This could be a game-changing battle. About to go down. Will he go in? Unable to do it, but the hookshot comes in. Shadow Fiend does manage to grab the Aegis, does manage to get his ult off, and does manage to take out the Clockwork. They're going to turn around right now. Dixon Dota is going to fall by auto attacks. Earthshaker going to fall after he does what he can with his ultimate and the stun, but then quickly followed out. They're going to go to the buyback on the next side to get back in the battle right there. Lifesteal does manage to fall by the Storm Spirit, who managed to come across right there, but One Up has something to say about it. So about a 3 for 4, I believe, with the buyback. Slight advantage for the Radiant. The Aegis does pop really quick, so they're hanging in there. Well, it does dodge the arrow. Interesting. I really don't know how to waver that battle right there. It was pretty back and forth. Still slight advantage for the Radiant. They do manage to get the Roshan gold and the Roshan money. They get the Aegis for their own team and do get a couple of pickoffs and kills. But Storm Spirit, being who he is, managed to sneak in and isolate and pick off the Lifestealer without, being stopped. The support by the Radiant team being on the weaker side, doing what they can to help out, but it's just not enough. They're just a little too squishy. The Earthshaker and the Rubik really unable to contribute too much to the battle. Just simply being carried alone by these strong DPS cores. And as you can see, the Shadow Fiend did finish his battle, or Butterfly, apologies, and the Reaver for a little extra tankiness. So, good stuff. Can't really call GG yet for either team. 30 minutes into this game. Only a slight advantage for this Radiant team. Very good. Very good. Necronomicon, only level 1 still on HWA. And sitting on 12 gold, so it looks like he's gonna... Did he manage to get the level 2? Not quite seeing it. So, no, probably had to deter that path a little bit to get some ward action. Radiant's decided to put up some more defensive side wards this time, as well a ward on the rune and up here. So nice vision overall by the Radiant team. Dire side doesn't look like they have too much. Let's check it out. Yeah, dire side really need to try to get these wards up. Venomancer is holding onto one of them, but if they really want to try to turn this game around, they're going to need to make a nice pickoff. They need a ward here. They need to give something where Storm Spirit can really get in there and get a nice pickoff, and without the vision, not gonna help. (15-23) is the score in lead of the Dire, but the true lead does belong to the Radiant. I feel like they're still sitting pretty in this game. Got a lot of nice farm. Garter still leading the way at 233.18. Followed right behind by Luna, Dota 2 Sky, 222.14. Does have her Butterfly now, so a little bit of damage. Very nice. If you didn't know, in the new patch 6.79, Luna did get a slight buff. Her bounces now can bounce back. That's right. If you only have 2 creeps or 2 heroes in front of you, instead of a 1-2 over, it now a 1-2 and 1 back again. So nice damage buildup. Very nice for Luna. So you're seeing a lot more Luna play in these games. It's nice. Oh, yeah. So, while we wait, I'm going to roll through these guys real quick. As you can see, Sorpspill obviously picked up his Black King Bar and his Orchid. Nothing much new there. Marana managed to get her Yasha, trying to build towards that Manta style to really get some extra pushing power going. Mangleman on the Clockwork. Did get his push stick. Looks like he might be building towards, I would believe, a staff. I don't know if he will push forward for the BKB. Might not be too necessary against this team, so I'm going to go ahead and say he's going to go for, Scepter. Nyx Assassin, you know, playing more of that strong support role. Got his mana boots, Necronomicon level 1, and a smoke. Dixon Dota 2, Venomancer holding onto some wards, which he really needs to get down. The Dire team very lacking the vision that they really could use, especially with the pickoff heroes that they have, like Storm Spirit. Rubik has his urn, mana boots, magic wand, strong, you know, tool belt for a typical support player. I'd like to see that. Rubik did get a nice buff in this patch with the Agnum Scepter, but you're not going to see too many Agnum Scepters Rubiks, really, especially in competition Dota. Rubik is still a very nice support hero, so unless you manage to get a lot of farm, maybe manage to get some kills on some players with high kill streaks, you're not going to quite get the gold to get an Agnum Scepter to really have Rubik shine in his new patch abilities. And of course, Bloody 9 sitting at the bottom, 11-2, just picking up some wards, doing what he can to help his team, accepting the fact that maybe he's not getting a whole lot of farm, but sitting in the back, getting those stuns, getting the ult off before he falls. Still only has level 1 ultimate, still only level 9, really needs to try to find some farm, stay alive in these battles, get that XP. If his team manages to get one nice team sweep, he can really get a couple levels off it. That'd be pretty nice. There goes the arrow off. It does! Did it land on him? Nope, that was just an Earthshaker stun. And he will manage to use his Vendetta to escape and use it defensively. So, you know, minor win there for the Radiant. Is he going to try to turn this around? His team's not around to make it happen. They're going to go ahead and they're going to push forward, try to get this tier 2 down. There goes the Rocket, trying to do what they can to deter the Radiant team from pushing this much further, but they're not quite there yet. They're going to see that Luna and Storm Spirit top lane. They're going to go ahead and try to exchange some tier 2 towers here. But here we go. We got a little bit of a rally here. Dixon Dota did manage to pick up a DD rune, but not that good on a Venomancer. Radiant going to try to sweep through their jungle. They're going to try to catch some clockwork action here. But they will hesitate a bit, a little nervous, and they will make the TP. They're not going to allow the Storm Spirit and the Luna to push it much further than that, and they might have to step back now. And the rest of the Radiant team going to kind of squander their way back to the jungle and get some farming going.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The new Luna bounces don't really get their time to shine until you really get to see her push in a lane and, you know, take out some Raxes and extra buildings, and you really get to see the magic happen. Maybe you got a bunch of stacks in the Ancient, but that doesn't happen right there. There we go. Nice pick off by Monkeys Forever. Managed to leap in and catch a Mirana a little too far from her team and manages to get the pull on her. Excellent pick off there. That's why vision is so essential when you're playing with someone like a Storm Spirit. When I play being a support player and I have a Storm Spirit on my team, I want to do the best that I can to really provide vision, because if you catch one person like that off guard, you hop in, you get the pull, you need to do what you can to get him. He does, and boom, he's right back out of there. Not enough to stop him. Oh, does have the mana though, does blink himself out of there, does manage the TP, so manages to get the assassinate and get out of there without taking too much damage. But, you know, Earthshaker, what's he going to do to contest that? Not too much, being at level 10 versus level 19 Storm Spirit. This Garter's getting caught off guard, though. The hookshot comes in. There goes the BKB. Mango Banana trying to segregate the group with his cogs. Pushes himself out. But it did not work in his favor. He separated the team, but this Shadow Fiend really pushing forward with the Lifestealer. Lifestealer going off a little too far on his own, and now is forced to retreat. Storm Spirit's back already. Managed to get in and get the pull off, and now they're turning the table right now. There go Bloody 9 with the stun to lay things off, but he's not much for fighting, and he falls. Monkey's Forever gets Smith's kill him in, and there we go. Guarding his own double kill of his own. And we have a 3-for-2 advantage for the Radiant team. Gar going to get out of there. A little too much damage for him, and a slight advantage for the Radiant team, but not too much. Only a 3,500 gold lead for the Radiant, as well as, oh, look at that, very interesting, a 2k experience lead for the Dire. So pretty even game so far. A little exchange here, a little exchange there, it's not enough. The key factor being Monkeys Forever is getting some really nice pickoffs, really keeping the support for the Radiant team down, and not allowing them to be a big factor in this game, and really putting the weight on the Shadow Fiend and on the Lifestealer. Because even Mirana, though she has a Manta style, not quite much of a core for her team. Really needs to push it to get a lot more going. Throws out a random arrow for vision. They don't quite have the wards down to see what's going on. They do see that no one's there, but they, without the supports getting too much gold and, you know, feeding them, I guess, per se, a lot, they really can't get much down. As you can see here, a lot of dire wards coming out now. So, it's very back and forth. Lifestealer heading back himself to the jungle with that minus. He can still manage to get some decent farm. Looks like he's going to go ahead and get a Black King bar to really nullify any sort of excess magic damage and CC on himself. Got a little aggressive that last battle. Went a little too far without his team, and once they noticed that, they turned on him, and he was a little too isolated, and they managed to get him down rather quickly. Clockwork did manage to do a good job separating the team with his cogs and pushing himself out. Here we go. DD picked up by Lifestealer. Is he going to try to make anything happen with this? Roshan obviously still down. He's got a lot more time before he comes back up. And they might use it to get a push here and take down this tier 2. But Dire, not too far from there, they might contest this. They could contest this. The ward's already being placed down by the Vantage. They're going to do what they can to defend this right here.
Is under attack.
But the Lifestealer does have double damage. Is he going to hide anyone? A wise thing, maybe jump in. Mirana has her ultimate, but no, they're going to simply step out of here. They're going to step out of here and proceed to farm. They're not going to make much happen. Interesting. Looks like they still think that they're going to push. Luna takes her business to the top lane, and Monkeys Forever is pushing along the bottom right there. So very interesting. Looks like he's going to go for a Sheep Stick next. Very, very helpful. Even though Shadow Fiend and Lifestealer do have the BKBs, they are... well, at least the Shadow Fiend's BKB might be running a little low, so a little extra CC doesn't hurt to help. Nyx Assassin does manage to get a level 2 Necronomicon after the last team battle, so that's always good. A little extra pushing power. If they manage to get the pickoffs and manage to make it a 5 vs 4 or 5 vs 3, he can really use the extra pushing power to really put his team ahead in this. Venomancer manages to pick up a Gem of True Sight. This is great. Not only are they going to be able to get the wards down and extra vision for someone like Storm Spirit to get the pickoffs, he's going to be able to and de-ward, but there we go. Storm Spirit does make the jump in. Lifestealer does pop his rage though. Gets a couple of hits in. Storm Spirit quickly gets out of there. There goes the mech to heal him up a little bit. He has to get back. Bloody Nine steps in. Does manage to finally get his Blink Dagger, and it's all worth it as he gets in there and gets the ultimate down. Door to Sky does fall. The auto attacks and the core is down, and it's only 3 left. Up 1, manages to get a double kill. Very, very nice. And they're going to turn on this right here. And there, a couple auto attacks. He does fall. And wow, there we go. 3 for null. And with that, they're going to use the momentum here, and they're going to push their way through the bottom lane. There's no tier 2 or tier... Yep, there's no tier 1, no tier 2. Are they going to take this middle or... No, they're going to keep pushing this bottom. Interesting. Alright, so very nice. What we saw there was a very aggressive Storm Spirit. Very nice quick rage by the Lifestealer. Storm Spirit popped out, and finally, Bloody Nine, after 37 minutes, got his Blink Dagger, and it was all worth it right there. Man, the blink in, they weren't expecting that, and he got his ultimate out. It did land it on 2, which was more than enough, and here we go. They're going to contest. They're going to go for this tier 3. They are going to get it. They're going to try to get some racks here. Is there no buyback on this team? No. Yes, there is a buyback, but they're not going to go for it. They're going to save their money. They're going to let this racks fall. Very interesting. So they're going to let the racks fall. They're going to let this Radiant team, who already has so much core and so much damage, build up that much more money. Very interesting. I don't know if I would have let that happen, but I guess they want to hold on to what gold they can, and they're going to go ahead. They know the Roche is up, and they're going to try to get it real quick. Now let's see if the Dire try to make something happen. Storm Spirit, notorious for getting those last hits, but the damage is just too high. The Roshan is going to fall way too quickly. The Storm Spirit's going to pick this up. They're going to try to get the Venomous Scale, but it's not going to be enough. He does fall, but no one can grab the Aegis, but he finally manages to pick it up. The Storm Spirit was just a little closer, or he had bought back. He would have been there to pick that up. It was such a great stun, but he wasn't there to grab the Aegis, and it doesn't matter. Wow. So, I'm going to predict that this gold graph is going to be heavily in the favor of Radiant. Yes, it is. 7,500 now over the 1,000 mark as we see it right there. Big waiver, but they do manage to catch Garter. The Sheep Sticks off, but there's the stun by Bloody Nine. Bloody Nine, no factor in this game. Now an all-star manages to get a kill out of nowhere from the deeps, from the depths of the noob closet. Well, that's kind of mean to say. Bloody Nine, no factor in this game, all of a sudden steps out and manages to push his team over the even mark into the heavily advantage, and that's it. Taking the bottom racks, taking the Roshan, turning around, taking the tier 2. Now they can push in. Storm Spirit's down. He doesn't have the buyback. Wow. And now they're going to take out Tier, and that's it. And just like that, a game that seemed virtually even for a little while, it just wasn't enough. The Radiant team had just a little too much damage, a little too much farm, and it was just too much for Luna and Sword Spirit to try to do on their own.
Radiant's top tower has
She's trying to make a split push happen here on the bottom lane, manages to get the tier 3 and probably some racks, and here you go, you can see the bounce back side, and they're bouncing back and forth, and she is taking it pretty good, but it's not going to be enough. She's pushing her way middle, but there's already 2 sets of racks down, they're already pushing for the throne, and they're all dead. This isn't going to happen. And as you can see, the Radiant team, they're going to go ahead and take this right now. Very well played by them. I feel like they had the better picks, and as I said, unless the Dire team was going to get a few more pickoffs and really try to snowball ahead, it wasn't going to happen. There's just too much damage and too much linking from this Radiant team, and as you can see, they took that to their advantage. Didn't hold up long enough, so good job, Radiant team. I want to thank you all for tuning into my amateur casting. I'm going to take a brief break to wet my whistle because, man, that takes it out when you speak by yourself. And I'll probably be back for another. Just trying to do what I can to practice here. I would much appreciate it if you would go ahead and follow me at twitch.tv/KotlGuy, as well as Twitter, twitter.com/KotlGuy, and I'll try to get some YouTube videos up. And, practice makes perfect, right? Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you as soon as I go live again.